What's going on? Mike Neumann here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding in Riverview, Illinois, here at the INBA PNBA Natural Universe. The pro men just got done with prejudging, and this is a stacked lineup. I've been to a lot of pro shows this year. I've never seen a deeper lineup in pro division this year. It's pretty stacked. Got a lot of guys to contend with. Phil Ricardo Jr. is in the mix. You got Donovan Strong. I've seen him for the first time. Marshall Johnson's on stage. Chad Martin flew into town from California. That's Chicago Kid Darin Steen here. Darin, how do you feel after prejudging?
It's a little surreal. I feel unbelievable.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I had a dream. I started a long time ago, but a big dream of competing with the higher-end guys that started about 2 years ago, where I thought maybe it was possible. Today was pretty much an accumulation of the last 10 to 11 months preparation for this one show. And I was out in the last call-out. I'm almost positive I made the top 5. It felt amazing.
Yeah, I know on the radio show this past week I placed you in like 6th or 7th. I got you in the top 5 somewhere.
No. I think it was 8th.
It was down there somewhere. It was out of the top 5 for sure. But after seeing the prejudging, the way they moved you guys around, the judges seemed to have liked you. They had you next to Phil Ricardo Jr. a lot of the time. You could crack the top 5, but there's a lot of guys you're fighting with for that 4th, 5th, 6th place spot. So we can talk about that. Where do you think you're going to end up at after prejudging?
There's no doubt that I'm in the top 5. I stood right next to Rico the whole time. Marshall Johnson, I love his physique. He's 52 years young. He's the epitome of the benefits of natural bodybuilding lifestyle. They did not put Rico and Marshall together. I don't know if the judges thought that they were the clear 1 and 2.
Right.
I was right in the middle of those guys. It's got to tell me. I got to go against what you're saying, Mike. Absolutely in the top 5, top 3. One way, it could go one way. They could have said Rico was first for sure, Marshall was second for sure, so they didn't need to move them next to each other. But if they're trying to decide between first and second, wouldn't they have moved Marshall and Rico together? I think so. Why would they keep me in the middle of those guys if I didn't make the top 3?
Yeah, that's what I think, too. A lot of the times you can't really tell what the judges are thinking based off the looks alone.
Who was the head judge, Mike?
Troy Hill is his name, so he's got a pretty good put-together stand. Kiyoshi Moody's going to be, he's a judge. Coach Lorenzo's a judge. So pretty good judging panel up there, and they're all working together usually, so they're pretty consistent with their placings. But yeah, Marshall wasn't right directly next to Ricardo, so we'll see what he does there. I have Marshall Johnson in 2nd place based off conditioning, but there's a lot of big guys on stage. I mean, maybe conditioning might not win him 2nd place because there's so many, thick freaks up there, and there's a lot of big boys. I didn't expect all these big boys to come. A couple names I never heard of before on here tonight. What do you think about them?
I love them. There's a short, dark-skinned guy that I just absolutely loved his physique. Yeah. I don't know what his name was, from Nigeria or something.
I can't pronounce it. Mishka. Mishka. After tonight, we'll know his name, huh?
Yeah, small waist, beautiful look. I don't know where they were placing him because it was surreal to me, but it was just amazing. I mean, the quality of the physiques. You've called it for a few months the Super Show of the Year, and I think it panned out to be that so far. Yeah,
I've been this show, the INBA PNBA is a Natural Universe as a super show for natural bodybuilding this year because it's the only super show in which all natural pros are invited to, and it's got good prize money too. Because most organizations, you see $3,500 as top prize money. Well, $4,000 for first place here. So pros really don't have a reason not to compete in this show. They're all invited. You don't have to qualify for this show. Now you do got to qualify for the Natural Olympia by doing this show. So if you place in the top 5, do you see yourself flying out to San Diego for the Olympia?
It's a done deal. Yeah. Absolutely. I want to give a shout out to 3 people. Denny Kakos, and the head of the PNBA. I've followed him, but this is the first time I have met him and his wife Diana. So super impressed.
Yeah.
I think they're one of the juggernauts in the industry that is working hard and has the ability to actually bring the natural bodybuilding community together to be more powerful, which we deserve because it's been so segmented. The second shout out is, not to be weird or anything, but I believe a lot of people are looking at you, Mike, the voice of natural bodybuilding. I think you have a lot of ability to help drive that community together if we're tactful about it. Kiyoshi Moody in the last Inside Natural Bodybuilding edition called out Fred Roulette, one of the promoters of the IPA, I think, said, hey, you guys sat in a room, you guys were close, what happened? They said, well, we were close, and then when we got out of the room, we just sort of faded away. Well, that's life. If you want something bad enough, you got to continue to focus on it. I don't want to put too much weight on your shoulders, but everyone's looking at you. You are the voice. It could be the voice and the leader. So that shout out goes to you, Denny Kakos in the PNBA, which I may end up promoting a show. They need to promote in Chicago. She came up and asked me today. I'm so impressed. I got a lot on my plate, but I'll tell you what, it's a powerful team, and since I think they're one of the leaders, I think I'm going to have to say yes.
Yeah.
And the last shout out is to Casey McCarthy, my BioBro nutrition company. At 48 years young, there's no way in the world I could have gained 5 to 6 pounds of muscle, become harder, improved joints, broken through scar adhesion, and my Isotonix vitamin, not as a plug for those guys, but would you agree I drastically improved my physique in 2 years?
Oh yeah, I've seen you the last 3 or 4 times you're on stage, and I actually judged you the last time you're on stage. This is the best I've seen you look since 2006.
So that's why my shout out goes to BioBro, because it's an amino acid complex that helps your body produce human growth hormone naturally, subtly. And that is one of the major reasons why I've been able to improve my physique and my joints drastically. So that's my shout-outs.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Denny and Diana, they're 2 of the best out there. The way they promote shows, and they're so dedicated and committed. Every single weekend they're at a show, the posters they make, the venue they get, the way the stage looks out there, everything just comes together really good here. So we're at the PNBA Universe, and we're at the Isotonix booth. So let's talk about this. What do you? I see you're a promoter of the Isotonix here. What can you? A couple things you can tell the viewers about Isotonix.
What is Isotonix? All it is from what I found, Mike, being a fitness trainer, how many people have approached you about trying to have you rep their supplements and nutrition products?
A ton.
A ton. So we see a lot of stuff. There's a ton of marketing and BS out there, misinformation. There's a less amount of people that have good information, but they don't have good marketing, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I've been around the block. I've tried a lot of things, and I role model it first and foremost, Mike. You know, you don't want to sell something and look like an ass if you're not using it, if it doesn't work. I finally found a multivitamin that makes people feel better and gets them healthier in a month or 2, the first one ever. Once I did that and I saw my mom felt better at 73, this first client felt better, had health issues diminish, I had to jump on board. I had to tell people about it. That's all it is. It's a great powdered multivitamin. You pour water in it, calcium, magnesium, pycnogen, antioxidants, multi-minerals, your C's and D's and calcium, magnesium, all in a vitamin that gets absorbed immediately. High quality, affordable. That's why I decided to partner with my friends and put a booth here and show the natural bodybuilding community about that.
Nice. We'll be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I just like getting the personalities of the sport out there. So I'm going to interview some other competitors right now. Darren, you got enough camera time for now, but good luck for tonight. Let's hear it.
Why do you think I'm one of those personalities?
Because you're not afraid to speak your mind. You say what you think, and you say it when you think it, and you're not afraid to hold back.
And like to have fun, too. Thanks, Michael. I love it.
Until next time, bodybuilding figure and bikini fans, Darin Steen, Chicago Kid, I'm Mike Neumann. You're watching Inside Natural Bodybuilding. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.